All right, we're live.
Are we? Just as the sun goes down. What's up, Facebook world? What's everybody saying?
Just gonna get this here.
Get yourself a glass of water.
Yes, sir. Get this right quick. Hello, world. Episode Episode this angle of the kitchen.
Man, what a day.
What a day. Came down and treat you guys right in the street throwing football, man.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Throwing a biscuit. Liam's like a artsy, like, I don't know, what would you call Liam? He's punk. He's like a punk rocker. Like,
He's a punk rocker that, he's a hilarious punk rocker is what he is.
yeah.
And, that's him actually perfectly,
Yeah.
right?
And he goes, we're out tossing the football around. He goes, look at me, out drinking Budweiser, tossing the old pigskin around.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Right? Because he usually likes drinking Black Horse and Jameson and throwing the old words around till 5 a.m.
Oh, man.
Then the barn on.
Oh, my son, he could talk a cat off a fish truck.
Right? And that's hard to do because cats don't listen. Oh, man. Did it again, Tyler.
Wow.
I just smoked some.
Oh, you smoked some green.
I'm some wheezy, man. Fuck, man. I gotta take my puffer.
Oh, man, this is special. What a special moment.
And it's not because of that. I've been licking all day.
Smokes a bit of green. I'm some wheezy, man.
Right? It's not even because of that. Oh.
Cough. You got a cough to get off.
Oh, man. That there? Whew. Baby, let me tell you.
Definitely. Not around it. Man, I just texted my buddy, right?
Yep.
Chris. Actually, never mind. Chris is that how he shall remain. He was like, I was like, man, we're going live on the podcast here now at once if you want to tune in. And he's like, man, just got off work, few beers, few bowls of me now, about to bang the hole off the missus, but I will tune in at some point. That is fucking gold.
That's dedication right there, man.
That's what I call living.
That's how legit. That's how legit dedicated our viewers are getting. Buddy started it, got to bang the hole off the missus, but he's still tuning into the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Just in the background, me and you talking shit.
Oh, man. Well, I just assumed it would be after.
Could be during.
No,
Why not?
no post-sex cuddles, just like, listen, babe, thanks for that. The bars are on.
Yeah, flip over, but the bars are on. Man, that just
During, though. Yes. I tell you what. If they're banging to this, that's a good woman right there.
Oh, son, they got some ability to put stuff out of their minds.
Oh, man. That's one that'll do it.
Oh.
She's in it to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
Meow, 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 meow. That actually reminds me of another person who shall remain nameless when I dated that girl. And we had just finished up romanticizing. Yes. Yes, romanticizing.
Yes.
Coitus. And it was right after you put out them Hickman commercials.
Yeah.
And I was just after. I still hadn't caught me Brit, let's put it that way. And you comes on, YouTube was playing, I guess music is in the background, and it was just like, what if the missus don't like it? I was just like, Colin?
In the bedroom.
Yeah, is that you? In the corner there? In the corner?
So what? I came up on the computer screen.
Yeah, it was one of the ads, but I think it was like the short version. It came in like right at that part where you're like, what if the missus don't like it?
Right. Yes,
And then I
'cause that was in
just
the first one.
And it was like the music or the volume was up so loud. So I thought you were in the room for a second.
You're not even soft yet, and then all of a sudden I'm there. I made that happen real quick.
Oh man, I'm always at half-mast anyway. Can't get any further than that.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right. So I'm outside, but trying to get some fresh air.
Man, oh man. Yeah, what a day.
Big announcement for Newfoundland.
Yeah, man. So,
Nice.
What?
Nice day too. To have it.
yes.
Morale. For morale.
Yeah, it was. It was nice not having that on a rainy day. It wasn't. I never even thought about that. Imagine it was pissing rain out and they give that announcement. It's not the same. Nice sunny day. Give that announcement. It felt like the weather matched. The weather matched the thing, right?
Yeah.
It was like there's like today, right? There was hope today. It was blue sky out
Yeah.
and sun, but it was cold. When I was, anyways, it was cold. I saw it come up in my brother's truck. Not even thinking, but he's out in second pound. It said 19 degrees on his truck right in the screen there. Jesus, can't get it out. Yeah, but there was no 19 degrees today. It looked it.
Oh yeah.
But then you got out and you're like, right, it's still shit.
Yeah.
But it's better. That's like what today's announcement was like.
Yeah.
It looks good, but you're right, it's still shit.
Right.
It's still shit. Could be better. It is better, but it could be better. Right? That's like what today was like.
Yeah.
Today was better, but it could be better.
Yeah.
It was still cold.
Definitely.
Right? And that was like that's a high thought for you, man. That message, the weather, and that speech.
Correlating with the instructions.
Yeah, because today it was like, okay, so starting the day, you can add someone else to your bubble.
Yeah.
And that's the big announcement day, which is really exciting for a lot of people. And then May 11th.
Yeah.
May 11th. May 11th they go and that's when it starts to get relaxed a little more.
Right.
It's like the golf courses will be open. I think it's surgeries.
Yeah.
Most surgeries, like any pending surgery that should have already been done.
I'd say that's backlogged the fuck already though.
Well, I mean, they've been backlogged.
It's always
backlogged
backlogged.
last 20 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
So it's even.
Oh, it's gonna suck, man.
Yeah. Your fucking laxative stuff is definitely not coming. You're gonna have to get an access code for that.
Oh, my laxatives. I mean, I'm not going, man. I'm just like drinking water and eating better, and it'll take care of itself. It will. I've read up on it. Just if I keep eating like shit, there's nothing going on in there. There's nothing happening.
Thank God this pandemic happened, because you loved Big Mary's on Monday and you loved 4-0 fish and chips on Friday, buddy, and that was a constant. Even though you ate good in between, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like maybe sometimes on the weekends if you weren't hungover.
Yeah.
That was still a constant. Like you loved that Big Mary's. It was nice and cheap. Big old chicken sandwich.
$4. I know, and also like I don't have taters anywhere. It just has a sandwich, and just like my way of justifying, it's like, all right, fat and protein, but like I has hockey Monday night, an hour and a half skate.
Right.
So I always get it late in the evening, and then I goes and I burns the fuck off that plus more.
Burns it right off.
Yes, my son. See me on that hoist, my son. Speedy Gonzalez on skates. Oh,
I'd say.
Got mad with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the thing I miss the most. And like, is the hockey. Outside of comedy, obviously.
Yeah.
But like hockey, both watching and playing. Oh man, it's just, dude, you're getting to feel like now what it's like to live through the winter. I guess you got through the lockout too, but no, you didn't, because even with the lockout, you still had every other league on the go. There was still hockey all over TV. AHL was on. The Swedish Elite League was on. All that stuff. Now I'm talking about the 04, 05, or 03, 04 lockout, of course. But like that, man, like at least you got hot. But you're getting a feeling now what it's like to live through the winter. Think about this: what it's like to live through the winter and not hockey don't exist. Like imagine a sport is never invented.
Just garbage.
This is what life would be like, man. No hockey. Just what?
No sports.
No basketball is on, but that's it. The winter would be just basketball, because baseball is in the summer and football's in the spring and fall.
Right. I thought you just meant like through this entire thing. Like right now, we don't have any sports. There's nothing to watch, which is insane to me. Like when you put on TSN and Sportsnet, and it's just like, Wayne Gretzky passes it over to Yari Curry. And you're like, what is going on?
You know what though, man? Gretzky has more points than anyone. And like I think of Lemieux. I think of like a bunch of highlights, Pavel Bure, all these people. Like Wayne Gretzky got like hardly any killer highlights. Like one of his best highlights is behind the net doing magic.
Yeah.
And giving off some nice passes. That's some of his best highlights. Most of his goals are garbage, man. I'm not trying to I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like he was efficient. Because, like, man, maybe that's another reason why they weren't highlights, because he made it look easy. So, therefore, I don't know.
He was elusive. He was very, like...
He's so elusive. He was insanely elusive.
Yeah.
He was always open, it seemed like.
Yeah. And he knew where to go to be open, like, like a second before someone else. He had a crazy brain, right?
Yeah, so he was open, and then I guess you just get the shot off, and then, like, that's not a highlight. Because, like, you don't, like I'm not, like, career highlight. Whenever you see like top 100 plays in the NHL, I don't I think I just all kinds of plays I'm thinking in my head. I'm not thinking of a Gretzky play.
Yeah, he had a really nice clapper at one time. I can't remember who it was, like coming out on the left wing.
That's you talking about Steve? No, okay.
No, I know what one you're talking about.
Right. Steve Arsman against St. Louis. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Gretzky. Yeah. On the left wing. Yeah. I know that one.
Yeah. Because he wasn't known as having like much power, right?
Right.
He was very like not frail, but like he was very, like you said, weaving magic behind the net.
Yeah.
But like he like that clapper go. I can't remember. Was that on Fuel?
Great hands around the net too.
When he was in St. Louis, something. Oh yeah, insane.
But like he used to, oh man, dude. But he there's a highlight. There's one of his where he goes and takes a slap shot. I don't know if it's the same one or not. But the goalie, oh my god, the way he looks like a video game, man. Like it's like from regular Nintendo.
Right.
The worst form.
Yeah. The stand-up goalies back in the day.
But I just miss I just miss sports and I miss playing. And I miss.
Oh, that's why throwing the pigskin today out in the yard was like so good.
Yeah.
Get out of the house. We've been in for 6-7 weeks, like doing nothing.
Yeah. I know. It's a weird time too, man. Because like. Today they said, all right, it's going to be, just restrictions, golf courses, surgeries. I think there's a gathering of 10, maybe. Was that May 11th? I keep getting phase 5 and phase 4, like just parts when I get.
Are we in phase 5 right now?
Yeah.
That's what this is, or is May 11th starting phase 5? Because that's what I got confused.
Right. Actually, we're in phase 5 now.
Because it was
I believe. Yeah.
Because when they went through them, they had phase 5, and then they had like May 11th, and then in brackets, with like you can have 2 bubbles.
Yeah.
It said you can do that now April 30th. Like it had brackets April 30th.
Right, and now it's phase 5.
That was phase 5.
Right. Yeah. So phase. Yeah.
I got the impression that phase 5 started in May.
Oh man, how the fuck am I butchering this? Could be. That's what I thought. That phase 5 was May, and I thought June was phase 4, but it could be phase 5 now, phase 4 May 11th, phase 3 on June 7th or 8th. 8th, I think it is. So
yeah,
and then that is on June 8th, if everything keeps going the way it is now, zeros, and so it's got to be all zeros. But if we get numbers where they know where it came from, they can track where it came from, then that counts as like a 0.
Right.
So we got to get like it's got to be one of those things, 0 or a traceable case.
Right. Like if it's someone that like came in from Toronto and was self-isolating and now has it.
Right.
Is technically in our province.
Right. And yeah, you can trace where he got it. So and then, or it can be someone who's caring for someone who's sick right now, and they get it. You can trace it. Okay, you know it's the person that live with you to give it to you.
Right, it came from the living room.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't flush the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID.
Didn't know it spread through feces.
Didn't even put the lid down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. She goes in there, man. He still got the fucking seat up. She goes in to sit down. Her arse goes right down to the fucking toilet because there's no seat down. Right? Meanwhile, now he got COVID. Now she got it. right?
Is that how it's...
Guaranteed, sir.
Oh, that's... I don't even know what to call it. That's not even bro science. That's something above bro science.
Well, he's definitely pissing out COVID, right? And then
Yeah, but I didn't... Okay, I don't know how you can get it. See,
and then
I
you
thought
don't
you
flush
just
the
coughed.
toilet. She goes in there and sits down and is pissed because he didn't put the seat down. I mean, if she don't
What
get
an image.
COVID...
You're not getting it.
How would that work, though? Would that mean, like, you'd start getting COVID in your genitals and it'd work your way out through the lungs?
Okay, level 4 starts on May 11th. Is what Yamada says.
Yes, that's right.
Ma.
Hey, Ma! Man, those are so funny. What's his name again? Oh, man, why do I always butcher that? Because I love rap. It's because his name is Rappaport?
Michael Rappaport, yeah.
Michael Rappaport does those voiceovers. Hey, Ma! Ma!
Oh.
Ma!
Yeah.
There's 2 mooses fighting in the driveway, Ma!
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Wedding Crashers. Mom! The meatloaf!
Yeah.
Fuck!
And Will Ferrell is a ghost.
Hey, Mom! Can you put the meatloaf on?
Still with his mom. Yeah, that's such a good scene.
Like, he's so funny. He loves just taking the piss out of what he sees as a goon.
Yeah.
Anything that he sees as a goon, he loves just taking the piss out of him. He loves playing him. He loves playing him. Right? And then you got Ron Burgundy, legendary character. Sure, he was at Justin Bieber's roast.
Yeah.
He got that character so damn pat.
Man, he stays locked into that character too. Like, he does not come out of that character once.
He created
Yeah.
a character, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's like he's real. Right? It's amazing, man.
It's like he's real.
Yeah.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Well, because once he starts showing up at roasts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because one thing for him to be in a movie, but once he starts showing up at roasts and he's on SportsCenter with Jay and Dan for an episode or whatever, like, he's in our world now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he's a real character.
Yeah, like they didn't say Will Ferrell's here.
It's like he walked out of the fucking screen and into our lives.
Yeah.
That's a hard thought for you, buddy. Right?
And you're making me hot.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, that is burnt.
Yeah, because he's like, you don't get that with him, right? You know what I'm saying? Mostly,
Yeah.
it just sticks to the TV. Sticks to the movie screen. Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. Ron Burgundy, Jesus, he's so
Legend.
funny. I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
I want to see
too.
more of him. That's got to be his best character.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, when he's like, I just want to put this out there. If you don't like it, you can throw it right back on me.
Right?
I want to be on you. It's like one of the most like repeated pickup lines that should never work.
And it works. Because it's so funny.
If you find another Anchorman or Will Ferrell fan.
You know what I love? Because he's got a lot of funny characters, but they've never really come into our lives. Like, for example, I love it when he plays the role in Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
Where he's the player and the owner of the team.
Yes.
Of the semi-pro team.
I haven't watched that since it came out.
Oh man, and he takes the sport over seriously. And it's like, my favorite scene, man, in that movie, it's so funny, is when he gets called for travel. He does like a hook shot, he does something, and he gets it, right? And he's being all cocky, he's like, count it up, right? Or whatever, right? And then the whistle comes in, right? And he's like, he's like, what? He goes, traveling, no way! Right? Like, he instantly snaps.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, and it's just like, he's like, what am I doing? He goes, traveling. It's just travel. He's just like, right? And then he goes, was it? I'll rape your wife or murder your family or something like that, right?
I don't remember that.
Or something. I'll rape your. Or I'll rape your mother and murder your family. Right? You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my God! And he goes, that's it. You're out. And he goes, what'd I say?
Yeah.
You don't know what? Like I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything. Right? He's gonna
rape your wife and murder your family.
That's what you're. What'd I say? Right? It's so funny. And then he goes. I think it's like. He says something as like I'm gonna call your mother on you. I'm gonna call your mother. Tell her like there's no way to raise a son or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, you need a phone to heaven to call her, right? Because she's dead, right? And it's just like, and he goes, maybe your mother isn't in heaven, and it's just like, and his face just sinks, and everyone goes, oh, that crossed the line, right? Rape your mom and murder your family. That was fine.
Yeah.
But maybe your mom didn't go to heaven. Is a everybody goes, Jesus, Gary, what's gotten into you? And he goes, that's everybody. Come on, everybody. Nope. He goes, because he looks at you, he almost starts crying. He goes,
yeah.
He's like too far, man. He goes, all right, everybody, because he's the owner of the team, and he's like, come on, let's go. Come on, we're going.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, don't you dare leave that court. Don't you dare leave that court. He's like, if you leave that court, you're forfeiting the game. He's like, yeah, you go to hell. Or something, right? It just takes the team off mid-game.
Oh, man. Will Ferrell is burnt up. You know what's another good Will Ferrell thing is when he's on SNL and he's with Jim Carrey, and he's like, Jim Carrey's playing like the spa lifeguard, and Will Ferrell's just in the. Oh. It's more so Jim Carrey being funny there, but like.
Yeah. He's just a hot tub, right?
What's funny is like Will never breaks. Hardly ever breaks.
Never breaks.
And like you can really see him struggling not to break in that one because Jim is just being absolutely outlandish as fuck. Stay in the other side of the pool, sir. Please. Like and it's just like blowing the whistle and shit. Yeah. And he's just like chilling there and stuff. Man.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's being so
Isn't
ludicrous.
It one part he's on it, like his face is like right in the hot tub essentially. He's like, look at there's one part he like puts up the binoculars or a megaphone or something. Like he's like, and he's already right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that sketch is legendary. But Will Ferrell never breaks, never ever. It's insane. Jimmy Fallon broke all the time. Just there's. I think me and you had that. Was it me and you had a chat?
Yeah.
Like, Tracy Morgan hates Jimmy Fallon. I'm pretty sure he used to. He had beef with him at one point.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, the guy fucking breaks character all the time to get an easy laugh. That was Tracy's. He's like, we're all fucking trying to get laughs through the sketch, and now he's trying to get laughs because he's breaking character. So he's making it all about. It's all about Jimmy, not about the sketch now.
Yeah.
Right? Because people are laughing at what's happening outside the sketch, not what's in the sketch.
Definitely.
Right? And Tracy didn't like that.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, it's just like, and he's right. If he can't keep character, he kind of is making it about himself. But I never had a problem because I thought he was legit a goof and was legit laughing and legit couldn't keep.
I can't stand Jimmy Fallon either.
Right.
Really.
So, and a lot of people can't obviously, and mostly for that reason, right?
Yeah.
And then because I guess everyone feels like you shouldn't be laughing that much, like in these certain spots that he does, right?
Especially and it's over the top too. Like it's like
it is, especially on his talk show. It's like you've seen all the memes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in a new movie. That's great.
Yeah. Well, I remember he's probably been on that like 7 or 8 years now, something like that.
Oh man, more.
I remember when he first got on. It wasn't 2 weeks in, and I was just like, man, his interviewing style. Like I don't mind him. Like I like when he does his musical stuff because his impressions and stuff like that of like Neil Young and different, like they're pretty good, right? Like,
yeah.
I can tolerate the impressions, and he can actually play and sing and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like his interviewing style, oh man, it's it's burnt. He can't interview without just like it's just annoying.
Yeah, like I picked up for him for a good while.
Your buddy Izzy?
No, because like I hated them, and then but I was also hating everything at the time. I was very cynical in a lot of ways. And then once I changed my perspective, I started like being open to everybody, and that included him, right? And I started being like, oh, that's just the way, and just kind of like understanding what it is, and if you want to go on that route or not, you know, like. But now I'm back to almost like getting annoyed with him again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, man, like it is too so much, man.
Like I don't want him to die in like a car crash or anything. But I don't like his interviewing style.
Right. Yeah. It's just like I think it's I just like Conan right now is my favorite.
By far, me too.
Yeah, like I just love him and his style, and obviously, but
and he's funnier. Like he's
funny,
way
man.
funnier than Jimmy.
Yeah, funny. Dude, used to be a guy you probably don't remember. He used to come out after David Letterman, Craig Kilborn. You remember him? I think it was Craig Kilborn.
Yeah.
Fuck, I think that's his name, man. Dude, he was only like 2 or 3 years after Letterman. He was my favorite. He was hilarious. Scottish guy was good too. I keep forgetting his name. I'm so bad with names, man. The Scottish guy that had a talk show after.
Oh, the flirty guy.
Was he
Craig
flirty?
Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good too. But he used to be in that. He used to be in the spot. That Craig Kilborn guy.
Yeah, he got some serious game with the ladies too.
Who's that?
Craig Ferguson.
Does he?
Oh man, there's like supercuts upon supercuts on YouTube of like hot actors coming in, female, and he just lays it on. Like he has that snake cup where it's like, I don't know, it's a huge coffee cup, like just obnoxiously big that he uses for a laugh. And then they would always be like, oh, that's nice. And then somehow it led into like, oh, you like big snakes. But like they're eating it up. Like he shreds. His game is next level. If you wanna see how to be suave, Craig Ferguson is your man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Right? That
Sits back, like he leans back with his legs crossed, and he's just like, so what's new with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like,
Yo, we used to do that in the show, yeah.
fogging up thongs.
He was great, man.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah, he really was good.
Got more personality than Haggy, I'll tell you that. I'm kidding. Haggy, I love you.
I love Haggy. Yeah, what I said when Haggy got all that. Man, it's so funny, man. You know, there's so many women that are dying for him in this province right now. It's so like, and it's so like, and the funny thing is that you go to the comment section and see it. That's what's hilarious, right? Like Dr. Haggy, right? Just like it's like it's hilarious. Like he comes out of nowhere. Like until now, who the fuck knew who he was?
No.
Like right, like in Gander somewhere, like wherever area he's in and from, they knew who he was. No one else knew.
Yeah.
I actually am interested in politics, follow a bit more than the average person. I don't have a fuck clue who he was.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just comes out, little short bald fella, right? And you know, and then he comes out, or that's how we see.
Is he short?
Well, it seems like it. I don't know. He seems.
Man, he seems super tall to me for some reason.
Does he seem tall?
Only based on his voice and his teeth.
It's just so funny. Maybe he is tall. I think he kind of looks, kind of like I don't know what it is about him. I guess it's because it's Dwight. Because Dwight's to his right. And Dwight's a big guy, so anyone's gonna look a bit smaller. So he's probably average height actually.
Is Dwight big? Like
Dwight's kind of like he's not huge, but he's tall fella. Tall fella, big head, full head hair.
I overheard a conversation actually, like when this first started going. Remember when we were talking about Haggy's Tinder? And it was like two ladies talking about Haggy and about how adorable and charming he was. Like I was in this like big ass lineup at the supermarket, 6 feet apart, but you can still hear what's going on. And they were like, "Oh, I think she's right, charming and handsome, right?"
Yes.
And he's like, "Dr. Haggy," and then she goes, the other lady goes, "I can't even remember his first name," and the other girl goes, "What does it matter?" And I was like, "Oh, get it, Haggy! Boom! Get
Where
it,
was
son!
this?
This is Sobeys." What does it matter?
Right?
After hours.
Like that's the thing, right? Like down in Hollywood, you're gonna have like Craig Ferguson, like with just like insane charisma and charm and humor, or you're like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, or something like these other people that's like coveted and like got obviously in thousands of others. It's Newfoundland, man of the month, Haggy. Like it tells you everything about the province right there.
Yeah, but like when you can put doctor in front of any name and he's gonna get some pussy.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Just,
he could be Doctor Pickle
it's just so funny because like he's married.
Doctor.
I know. It's just hilarious because he's married with kids. And there's like I saw a bunch of people on there in the comment section, like you say, like thogging right up over him, thogging right up. I'm going in. I'm talking to him. But like, it's like, yeah, it's, I don't even know what I was saying, man. He's charming, right? And then the women. Oh yeah, the women are dying for this guy. And then I feel like I seen his daughter somewhere in the comment section or somewhere being like, okay, this really needs to stop.
No way. He tells it like it is. Like he would have no problem speaking from the heart. I can hear it now.
Oh man, it's just like, yeah, because like she's going on the internet now and seeing like there's so many people that loves him and like wants like man, when he said that Tinder thing, if you swipe right on Tinder, you might get more than what you bargained for. Like
how many women signed up to Tinder to see if he was on there?
Well, Tinder was me. I shared it. This someone like photoshopped him at a Tinder account or like whatever, right?
Yeah.
Which is genius. I don't know who created that.
He's certainly.
Oh man, like I was mad. There was a part of me that was mad at myself for like, I wish I created that. You know what I mean? like no. It's like and to put on my comedy page on my Instagram and be like and be able to claim it because that went viral. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. It's like whenever I see anything viral that I feel like I could have done, I just didn't have my head in the game.
I didn't have my head in the game.
Yeah, or it's like or it's like I've thought it. I've been thinking that thing or that sketch or whatever for however long, and then somebody else does it and it goes viral. Then I'm mad at myself because I had the idea, but I just didn't do it.
Yeah,
it's like
I feel like everybody has that though.
Yeah, exactly. So I had one of those moments. I had one of those moments with that because I'm like, that's. Like,
I could have thought of that.
Yeah, because it's easily enough done.
Oh yeah, that's
like
especially after what he says.
Right? What?
All you need is the concepts, Haggy and Tinder.
Oh yeah, like it's not rocket science.
Yeah,
I didn't
not rocket surgery.
No, right? And my head didn't go there. Didn't do it. Didn't think about doing it.
But you shared it.
But I shared it. I don't claim it. But I shared it. You fucking right, I shared it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Man. So no festivals though.
Oh, this is gonna be garbage. Buckle up, everybody.
No festivals, man. Like George Street Festival and all that stuff's all called off.
Man, speaking of that, fucking Tea Party is supposed to come here for George Street Festival, like one of my favorite Canadian bands.
Yeah.
Right? And the last time they were supposed to, when they broke up, I was like 15, and they were playing an all-ages show at the Delta Ballroom, and I had a ticket. And so did my friend Chris, who's having sex right now.
With us in the background. Give it to her, Chris. Give it to her.
If it's happening right now, we just stopped them. Man, I can't even like, I'll lose focus with Family Guy on in the background.
Oh,
let alone
man.
that.
Hey, so, okay, imagine if...
He's not even reaching out to coax her along.
Imagine if all that's happening is legit happening right now. That means they were just banging, and he goes, give it to her, Chris, give it to her, right? And then followed by like laughing, and especially if they're like really in the heat, like you can't stop those, like you can't stop, right?
Yeah.
And they heard me laugh through that whole thing, right?
Man.
Oh man. Oh, I hope that. If there's anything I hope tonight, it's that.
If there's anything I hope tonight,
it's that. Yeah. Oh man, that's such a
such a great image.
What?
That's such a great image. Yeah, like
it's so funny. Thought. It's so funny in my head, man. Oh my god.
Sure, it's like Liam calling through the door at me.
What?
Liam calling at the door. Calling through my door at me.
Yeah.
While I was in there with a lady.
Oh, right.
Who shall remain nameless. But you know who you are.
Renamed nameless man because she's garbage, man. Like.
And he pulled the Will Ferrell. I didn't do anything.
Oh.
Had to work it back up again, Liam.
The lady of the evening.
The ladies of the evening. Yes, fine. It wasn't a prostitute. It wasn't a prostitute. It was evening and she was a lady. Holy fuck. Save all the prostitutes for Haggy down in Belize.
Oh, man. What was I saying now? A minute ago. Oh, yeah, the concerts. Right.
Yes, Tea Party. Right, that's what we got down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. I know, well, and they're doing it with Big Wreck, which is one of my favorite bands. Oh. And, like, anyone who knows me, and as you know, like, and I knew Big Wreck as well. But, like, I mean, for years, I had them as my favorite band. Like, there was a few years where, like, they were, like, my favorite band. Like, right now, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters. 1, 2. Yeah. You can even flip it. I don't care. But, like...
Whoa, adventurous.
Colin don't give a fuck. He's wild, man. He'll flip his first and second favorite band, man.
That's so funny.
But, like, Chili Peppers, first, I got Big Wreck at, like, top 5 now. Like, still very high. But, like, they were my favorite, man. Like, 18 years old was when I came across. I was late coming across them, but 18 years old was when I came across them. And just got hooked. And I've been trying to see them live one way or another ever since. And it has, man, it's insane. Every time they've been in Newfoundland, I've been in Alberta or Nova Scotia or somewhere. Yeah. And flip-flop. Every time they've been, you know.
Yeah, you were gone away when they were here for Iceberg. I went to see him at Iceberg.
Oh, I flew it the day. Yeah. So the night that they played, I was around for a week, and then I flew that morning to go to Goose Bay for Best Con Comedy Tour. Like, show was deadly, thank God. But like, if that show was shit, now it's good because now I don't resent Goose Bay. Yeah. Because like, if the show was garbage, I would have. Oh man.
Man, there's nothing I likes more than going down to George Street Fest, cracking open a Bud Light, especially if it's a nice night and it's like one of your favorite bands, like, or like they actually got a good band, like I'm Mother Earth or something like that. Yeah. And you're not like fighting with some dude because he punched your missus. Like, it's crazy, right? Like, you know what I mean?
It's a little inside joke there for you.
Little inside joke, right? Yeah, when all that's not going on, that's, man, someone maybe sparks up a little J right when when Matt Mays goes on or something like that, and it's still 25 degrees. Yeah. I'm gonna make myself mad.
I know it is. Who was I saying to? Luke. Talking to Luke about it the other day, and I've been saying this for years. Like, Newfoundland, in a lot of ways, is a shit spot. It's a garbage spot in a lot of ways. It's also awesome in a lot of ways. But when it's like the best, like, is, man, summertime, beauty weather, like money, like the economy's good. People are on the go. There's no place in the world I'd rather be. Yeah. Than when you get a beautiful day in Newfoundland, you get 25 degrees. You live on the ocean, yet there's no wind. You get to day with no wind. It's 20 odd degrees. It's the weekend or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, and it's just people around the go. There's barbecues every street you go down. You can smell barbecue no matter where the fuck you're at in the city or something. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
that's summer.
Oh, that's summer, man. And it's just like that. In that moment, there's no place I'd rather be in the world. Not California. Not like BC, man. Not like, I don't know, anywhere that's deadly. I think of anywhere that's Australia. I don't give a shit. It's like like I just Newfoundland, best place in the world then. Because it's so rare to get that. I think that's half the reason why it's so awesome. But oh man, I miss that. I miss that we're not going to get to experience that this year. We'll get the nice day, but like to be downtown, everybody on the go. Like you can't have like everybody on the go. Like they said, no big gatherings. For 20 until whenever it was. Yeah. Like the late fall is the earliest.
You might get like I think they said like stage 3 or something.
They said for the rest of the summer and early fall, there's going to
no
be
big gatherings.
no gatherings of any significant size.
Yeah.
Like, which is like what?
I feel like you might be able to have a barbecue. I don't know if this is in the rules, but I feel like you might like by like the end of July, if everything goes smooth, or July, not just the end. Like maybe the end of July, yeah, officially. Like you can go out on a deck with like 8 or 9 of your friends and have
yeah. So, yeah.
That's what I want in my mind.
I think it's like 10 or 20. You can have a gathering of like 10 or 20 at some point.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
That'd be great.
Something to look forward to.
It's something to look forward to, yeah. But like it's so like from what I can gather, and I haven't talked to about with the boss, but our Best Con Comedy Tour, like if that's the case, like it's supposed to start the end of July in Grand Bank this year. We had a bunch of towns at it. I should say bunch, but we had a few at it. Like we had a few the year before. Like it's a good man. We got like in Newfoundland and Labrador now. We got like close to 15 towns. I think it is.
Right.
Or more. Like that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That is a fucking lot, and like that's all gone. That's all gone. It's got to be if how I understood it today.
Yeah.
Now it could be postponed.
Yeah.
Right. We might be able to push those dates to the late fall. Talk to it with the boss.
Yeah, that's right.
But like, if their schedules don't allow it, or we can't get the venues, or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks, man. For me, I don't give a fuck. And any.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Oh, definitely.
It does. And it's just like, and not just me, but like everyone else in my shoes. All entertainers, man. All entertainers. Like music, comedy. Like, man, it's so huge. You don't realize how many, especially music, how many people actually make a living at music.
Yeah.
You don't fucking think about it. You keep thinking it's not. I know a lot of people that lives on music. Now, it helps that I'm in the industry I'm in. Right? So I'm going to see it more obviously. But, man, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, like what was Mark saying today? Because they like Rum Ragged, they can't do any shows.
Yeah, that's what
Woody
like
can't
all
do any
his shows are like, right? Like that's when
all
we had a coffee and just shooting shit. It's like, yeah, man. It's like everything is like, he's like, man, how do we make money? Right? We're just shooting the shit. I'm like, how can we make money? Right? Because it's like, I mean, unless people are going to keep emailing in and tipping in.
Yeah.
Right?
What's crazy though too, the other side of this coin that I've been thinking about, I've been meaning to say to you, is like there's like right now at this time, there's probably more eyes on like entertainment, especially music, because you can do it on Facebook better than you can do live comedy. But like podcasts like that, there's more eyes on entertainment than there ever has been.
Never
so
has
that if we were, if everything was allowed to open back up again in the near future, I feel like there's gonna be a lot more people out than maybe that wouldn't have known about. Not that no one knows about Rum Ragged, but there's probably more people, for example, that know about Rum Ragged now because they're just on their phone watching.
They've
their
had a
live
chance to
shows.
watch them.
Yeah.
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 Because you don't realize is how many people actually have lives that don't get on, like social media and all that stuff.
Right.
Like
and now it's like now there's more time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people that don't know a lot of things that you think that they would know.
Right.
But they're just so busy. Their life with their work, their wife. What's that? It could be their work, their wife, their kids, and then a couple of the hobbies they got.
They really gets out of their own bubble as it is.
Yeah, and especially if their hobby is like, especially is like trout and hunting and shit like that, then it's like you're not on your phone when you're at that. Not if that's your hobby. Like you can give a fuck about your phone. You're trouting, you're hunting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not like, so you're never on your phone. I know a lot of people like that, surprisingly.
Yeah.
That like they're hurt, like they're busy, man. They work however long they work, and then they comes home and that's it. Especially if they got kids, man. People with kids, they don't know what the fuck's going on in the world, man.
That's like that Bill Burr bit. You get him raised, you step outside your bubble 25 years, and he's like, oh, jeez. And then he's like, you go back to your old record player. That's such a good bit.
It's such a great bit. Yeah, like, trying to like, right, what happened in the last 20 years?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you just go back to listen to the same music you listened to 30 years ago before you entered that, I'm going to have kids bubble.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids are just like,
yeah.
I was
your whole life, like, between being a good parent and
making
like
sure they don't die.
Yeah, and whatever, and just like and then obviously like that becomes your new passion and love. Like if you're a good parent, right? Like yeah, man, you can tell me everything about was it the Wiggles? Wiggies?
The Wiggles, yeah.
The Wiggles?
The Wiggies.
Right? They knows everything about that because that's all they hear is all that and SpongeBob and everything else.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck's on the go with. They probably don't know who Mr. Haggy is. They're not going to watch that.
Yeah.
Right?
Similar teeth as a Wiggle.
What?
No, I don't know. I was making a teeth joke.
Teeth joke?
Yeah, about Haggy.
Oh, yeah.
What, you got a set of snarls on him, buddy?
Oh, he Yeah, he got that. He is.
It's just British teeth.
He
like.
looks British.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, it's like that cartoon smile. When they exaggerate it, right?
What did he say this morning? Oh my God, it's like a Dresden down there. It was so funny. Oh man,
I know he don't give a fuck. See, that's what makes him deadly, right?
Haggy.
Yes, he don't like he got all this charm. There's a sense he's very blunt, like with his stuff, but he's not saucy, right? But he's blunt and like. And you can't, you're like, yeah, he can't argue with that answer. And he doesn't bullshit you. And he'll say, he'll be like, he'll get questioned. He go, right now we only have, I remember there was one day, it was like, we have enough for like 2 days worth. And after that, we have nothing. And to be quite frank, I'm very worried about it. Right? It was just like, that's a horrible accent, by the way. But it's just like, he'll be like, yeah, like, we got this and it sucks.
Yeah.
We got this, but we're doing our best, and there's another shipment coming in, and
He's
yada yada, and we're gonna be fine. Meanwhile, the shipment's probably 7 days away, but they're like, it's gonna be in on time, and whatever. Like most people would do. He's like, yeah, we got 2 days left, and I'm terrified.
Right.
Like, you're terrified. I'm running this ship. How stressed do you think I am?
Yeah.
Right. Like he got very much that. That's how he comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna win you over likes. Especially when you're next to someone that can't answer a question. Poor old Dwight. Jesus Christ, man. Can't answer a fucking question. Now, he's doing better during this.
He is doing better during this.
Yeah, right? He's doing better during this. He is.
Props.
Right? Give the man to do, but, like, that was a big part of his career. It's like, man, we had him and True at the same fucking time. It's like, which one's worse?
Yeah.
Neither one of them, man, could answer a question.
Yeah.
They can't. Jesus Christ. Or if they did answer it, it was like, the answer came in a way, it was like, well, I got 10 more now.
Man, that must give you some indication. When they don't answer, like, I know what you're talking about. Like, they just don't even, it's just this roundabout way to being to that reporter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer your question.
My favorite is, it is in review for the committee or the board, and we are working very closely with our partners. That's the line. We're working very closely with our partners and with our allies and with our consultants. We're working very closely with our consultants. That's the fucking big one, right? and then we will revise. We will converse with them, and then we will revise that. And then once we have a solution that we feel is proper to meet everybody's needs, then we will come forth and move forward with that. What is that?
Yeah.
But I've heard that answer 1,000 times.
You know what that means?
That is the most.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. Or like the word is like, yeah, but we haven't got to it yet.
Yeah.
We're getting to it. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's what that answer is. It's like, so what about this thing? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So you haven't gotten to it? No, we're working closely with our allies, I said. Right? Oh, you're working closely with them, are you?
Man.
Well, if you're so close to him, you must know everything about him. Can you tell us anything about him and how it's going? Can you tell us how it's going? No? Why not? Can't discuss this at a further time. It's confidential, blah, blah, blah. right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we don't want to release stuff for yada yada, right? That bullshit answer.
That's
No,
how.
right?
That's
It's like,
how
no,
much.
you didn't. You did because you haven't talked to him yet. Just fuck all going on there. That's what it feels like.
That's how much they don't want you to know what's going on behind the scenes and the books and all that, right?
Get this plan that they had today that was released today. There came a point. Now who knows? Like when is it? But I can tell you what they didn't start planning that 2 weeks ago. They probably didn't start planning that last week, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because last week was only a couple days on a zero. Why would you be planning this? You're still in the middle of the fucking thing. I can guarantee you, they guaranteed after a week, they're like, oh, fuck. Okay. We should probably start thinking about this now. You know what I mean? And then they put that together, and they're like, it's going to be this, and like, finalized out. We've gone through it, we reviewed it, we revised it, we've all agreed this is a good step forward. Boom. Out there. Done. Shows you how quick government can work when he wants to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When government wants to do it, now, granted, you got government nailed in on one thing, and usually it's broad. But that's the whole fucking reason you got divisions. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason for divisions, like, and having like different people working in different divisions. There isn't just one body of people that works in all divisions. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
So it's like that division, they're focused on only that division, and only that thing, and then they can, then they can do the shit that needs to be done, and they get it done timely, and then they submit it, and they go, yeah, okay, that looks good, boom, put it through. But man, oh man, you want to get anything done, usually takes months, if not years, to get shit put through. What's that? Bullshit. I'm sorry,
Man,
I'm off on a rant.
Tom Jackson just blew my mind. Whoever you are, Tom. Did he just $150,000 position to help restore the economy?
What's that?
Who gave that out? Because it said, how about the $150,000 position to his liberal friend to restore the economy? Like, if he gave out a $150,000 position to be like, all right, here's how to save us money.
Well, to me, it's like anything. That's where every penny. That's where it's weight in gold.
You think?
If
Yeah.
it goes two ways, right? If he's deadly, and he knows what the fuck he's at, and he gets the economy back on like quicker than anyone. Every day sooner you get it on is like $100,000.
I wonder what his job is. His job's probably like to figure out like what stuff's non-essential and essential, and organize a plan that way. Probably.
Right. But here's the thing: what are you going to do? Not hire someone to help you do that in the midst of a crisis, an unprecedented pandemic and economic crash? Wouldn't you start to see? Oh, is there experts? Is there people? Is there someone that could like with something this unique? Just hear me out. This unique, like they might know more than the average person. Like it makes every sense. On a perfect world, that's a bargain. I think if the guy's deadly, because he's gonna save you millions, or like, you know what I mean? But guaranteed it's bullshit. But he's not gonna do a better job than anybody else, and then we just pissed away 150 grand, and that's what Todd's saying.
Well, it's perhaps, right?
Right.
There's always a chance he could be deadly.
Right.
You could just like get a haggy, but I feel like. Don't you think you can delegate? Like, don't you think there's probably someone working in the liberal government already that's like got some time on their hands that like probably got a degree that like in economics or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I would think. Maybe there's not.
Right.
Maybe there's not.
And they can just position him to that gig and maybe give him a little raise.
Yeah.
But you don't need to,
See, that's the kind of thing that I think you should, like, when you put out in the media. Government delegates so-and-so. Don't have to pay any other money for it. He's an economist or whatever, right? And then boom, we got he's working on this behind the scenes, getting paid what he already got paid on his last contract.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Right? Even just give him a raise. Even like, here, listen, like this.
Oh, for
like
sure.
This is a promotion for you to like in a way. Like this is a very crucial gig right now. So and. Like almost like what's the word? It's almost like when you get danger pay, and when you're doing something that's like
your name shall be up in lights, sir.
But because it's like danger pay for your name. Like your name is all over that. Then you know what I mean. Like so it's like risk. Like I don't know. There's a pay, anyways, but like that, like same concept almost. So it's just like you're taking such a high risk. So therefore, you get this raise, but yeah, you're not giving it 150 grand anyways. I'm just walking in circles.
Yeah, who knows?
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
But Paul, who was it? Paul Jackman? Todd Jackman.
Tom Jackman.
Man, government's always at that though. They're always at that nonsense. But I don't know, man. And maybe I'm getting weak or soft, or maybe I'm getting naive. But I feel like now is not the time. They know there's so many eyes. There's never been so many eyes on the government ever. Or on the TV, like it's one of the only things to watch on TV for fuck's sakes, and it's affecting everybody. So it's like, I don't think now is the time that they'd be making shady moves. I could be wrong.
Hiding in plain sight, man.
Yeah, I could be wrong, man. I hope I'm
said
wrong.
It was a guy that had worked with the government previously and is now contracted back.
Okay, whatever that means.
But we don't need people to do that.
No.
I'm pretty sure there's enough people working in the government that know what they're at. There's got to be someone there instead of like, that's like one of them things like Dwight's like Facebook Messenger friends or some bullshit like that, right?
Yeah.
What are you at? You're just out at the summer home there, are you? You want to come back? Let's call it 150K a year. Huh? There you go. And
right.
You take your time. That's at least 6 months' work right there. That's 75,000.
Oh,
that's what it's like.
yeah, man.
Because they're all fucking grease bags.
Greasy.
Politicians.
Well, and he's on his way out. He don't give a shit now.
Oh man, he got yanked back through the door.
Oh man, he knows he wasn't right.
That's my favorite part.
You know what he's like? It's like that movie or that show where the camera is like on the cameraman, okay, and you're like walking out through the front, getting ready to walk out through the front door. Doors open, right, and it's like just a bit to shut behind you, and you're like, oh my god, I'm getting out, I'm getting away, right, and it's just like doors half closed. Tyler.
Yeah.
One more thing. Yeah. Oh shit! Can you come here and help me with this? What? And it's just like
a global pandemic's brought up.
And he's like, fuck. Turns around. Yeah. What do you need a hand with?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. And they got to stay there with a smile on his face.
Man,
it
made him. You know what's funny though? It's actually made him look better. It's
made
everybody forget about the potholes. And like just like his cuts to the ambulances and healthcare and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But like he actually looks better, like because he was literally in the middle of his retirement tour. Remember we watched that article?
Well,
where it was
he doesn't look worse because you couldn't really.
Remember that article where it was like he backed out. Like remember he backed out of the premiership or whatever, and he was just like, "How do you want to be remembered, Dwight?" As someone who never backed down and always took the challenge and never gave up. You just gave up.
You just gave right. That was hilarious.
3 days after.
Yeah, like just for anyone that missed that, he's literally backing out. I don't want to finish my term. I'm getting out of here. I'm giving up. Peace out. How do I remember? Never backing down.
Yeah. 3 days after backing down.
Oh man.
Nah.
I never seen him say that, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, I believe it was in the Telegram, or it was either on CBC News NL or the Telegram, and it was like an actual sit-down interview. It was maybe like a 3-minute clip, and he was just like, someone who always, rose to the opportunity, rose to the challenge, and never backed down. And I was like, you resigned 3 days ago,
right? And it's that shit, those bullshit generic answers.
Yes.
Like what you're saying, like that's a generic answer. But the problem is, it sucks when generic answers get a passing grade. When you put a generic answer and it doesn't even make sense, it's like, what are you saying?
But that's because there is people out there that would watch that and go, you know what? Yeah, we'll give it to him. He never did back down because they're not thinking outside the box, kind of like they're not thinking about what just happened. They're almost like life's too busy to think about what happened 3 days ago. So we'll get 50,000 people to watch this clip on CBC, right? And about how I never backed down, and that's maybe how I'll be remembered by a few people. you know? When you just back down.
Oh man, is there people that really like that though?
Man, there are some lot of stoned people out there. There's some lot of stoned people out there, brother. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. My son. You just have to go to the local Walmart here just to see how many stoned people there are.
Oh man, over there. Oh man, like so. I'm gonna get you to tell that story again because last time you did it, the feed fucked up.
Whoa. Which story? Oh, the Shaztown.
Shaztown.
Oh man, for anybody out there that knows the accent in the Butlerville, Shearstown area, may I say, deadly people.
Yeah.
Love the people. I had a lot of buddies out there growing up. But I used to love coming in from town with my own accent. I used to love the accent that they had. And I used to work in...
they're so funny.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, from Shaztown down there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm from Shaztown. But I had this guy call in when I worked for the RCMP to call in a complaint about dirt bikes and ATVs going up and down the road. And he goes, yeah, just wondering if I could get a patrol down in the something road area down in Bay Roberts there. Because my son, the fellas are on the ATVs and the dirt bikes, and my son, they're going up and down the road, there's dust going everywhere, they're stood up onto them, there's no muffler onto them at all, my son. They're doing wheelies and all that, my son, someone's going to be hurt, right?
No helmets on.
No helmets on, my son. You can't even walk out on the front bridge out there. You can't even... I'm sat down in my front room here now trying to have a sensible cup of tea, and all you can hear is a rock.
That's my favorite line. I'm sad.
Front room.
Front room is such a bay term, dude. Right, front room.
What room is that? I had a room that faces the front there.
The room in the front. Like, is it a dining room?
It's the opposite of the back room.
What is the room though? It's like, it's just a room. Like, it's not like, what do you mean it's just a room? It's gotta be some sort of room. Front room. So it's like, oh man, it's so funny. And it's like at the front room here now.
I'm sat down.
Sat down in the front room. Not the front porch. Not outside. It's in the front room. Right? Trying to have a sensible cup of tea. Sensible cup. Right? Just to make sure, you know, it's not a garbage cup of tea. It's a sensible cup of tea.
It's the deadly, brother. That's the good stuff, the orange pickle.
Sensible cup of tea, and you can't even hear yourself think.
Yeah, and all you hear is a rah.
All you hear is a rah, and for like I didn't know, and like what you're saying was roar, right?
Yeah.
Like, and all you hear is a rah. Oh my God, it is. How the fuck do you change roar to rah?
Rah.
Oh my God, it's so off, and it's so dude, that is so hard. That's so hard. A rah.
It's the inflection that gets me, right?
Oh,
my son,
man.
they're going up and down the road there. They stood up onto him, my son. I'm sat down in my front room here, trying to have a sensible cup of tea, and all you hear is a rah.
Oh.
It just goes down.
Yeah, a rah.
Oh man, I hit mute. Like I laughed for like as long as I could laugh in that moment explosively without me sounding like I hung up on him.
Yeah.
Because that's so funny. Like,
and then you unmuted the call and came back normal.
Like, yeah, what do you do? No, yeah. And then I asked him his name. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
I'll try and tell this without fucking just saying his name. But he was like, I was like, yeah, where are you to? Yeah, I'm over here in 48 such and such road there. And I said, okay, very good. Can I have your name? And then he said it, and then I didn't get it. And then he said it again, and I said, like that? Like, is it like you say it like that? Because there's some name I couldn't understand, right? I couldn't understand him. And then he goes, hey, yeah, that's right, yeah. Hey, yeah, that's right. And now we say it all day, every day.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, yeah, we do. Yeah, that's right. We do mix up what I used to say and then what he says. We'll change the accents just to keep it fresh because you're never going to drop that saying.
Yeah.
The rest of my life I'm throwing that. I always go right quick, right? Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. So sometimes we use his. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, that story. And then there's the missus. The stack of wood.
Oh man, that's another good one.
Oh man, the stack of wood. Oh, I love the stack of wood. Sorry. Oh yeah, boss. I'm telling this story.
Story time with
Yeah.
T-Mac. Yeah, so it's this lady out around the bay, obviously, stacking wood. Anyway, her wood pile fell over. So she called in and she obviously wanted, like someone to come out and check out. Like, she thought it was, mischief and malicious.
Right.
So I said, and it's funny because I used to be an arborist, like, before I worked with the RCMP. So I was like, well, because, wood piles can sometimes collapse.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not stacked properly or whatever, like, there can be, like, a caving in effect, right?
Yeah.
And they can just fall over, like, or just wind, who knows, right? There's all kinds of things. But she was convinced it was so-and-so up the road. He was like, so-and-so up the road there, he came down and he knocked over my wood pile. I'm supposed to go to court with him in a couple weeks, and I know he's trying to intimidate me. And I know it's him. So get someone down here, and I want you to take a look at it and talk to him. And like, she almost wanted us to go full CSR to get fingerprints off the wood, right? And I was like,
because her stack of wood at bar wood chip, some of it was tipped over.
Some of it was tipped over. Yeah. Someone had, according to her, someone had tipped over her wood pile, right? And I said, well, miss, like, is it possible, like, that, like, it could have been stacked loosely and, like, not stacked, like, because, like, it could have collapsed. Is it possible the wind could have blown it down? Is, anything like that? Huh. Not the way this was stacked, brother. Oh, man. When you get, like, a 50-year-old woman say that to you.
Oh, not the way this was stacked, brother.
I've been doing it my whole life.
Oh, man. Wants to call down an investigation. That's someone who's livid at the wood being knocked out. What's an investigation? Calls the cops.
The police. The police about a wood pile. Yes, because Section 248, CC 14 of the Criminal Code states, if you knock over a wood pile, you're liable for time in jail. You know what I mean?
Man,
like,
you imagine being the cop writing that ticket?
it didn't even go.
Yeah, right? Just being like, I put my body through so much shit in training for 6 months, right? I got pepper spray in the eyes. I fucking had to wrestle some cocksucker and this and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to do this obstacle course in 4 minutes to get the badge, and I go through all this shit to go investigate someone knocking over someone's wood pile.
Yeah, because Aloysius knocked over fucking Mary's birch.
Aloysius. Aloysius.
That's my favorite Bay name.
Oh, yeah. That's
I mean, the first time I saw that,
it's so funny because I haven't heard Aloysius in forever, because anyone who's called Aloysius will never introduce themselves as Aloysius, do you? It's like, what is it? It'd be like it's Wish, right?
Yeah.
And that you're like, what? Wish. Well, I suppose girls are called Hope. Call you Wish, right?
It's so nuts. Like, if you see that name, it's like Alyosius. Like, when you see that name first, you're like, who the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Where's he from? And he's like, turns out he's from like Ship Cove.
Which one? That's their name. There's like 10 of those, and there's on
like
Ship
4
Cove.
Ship Coves, I think. Like, actually,
SHIP.
Ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it could be like
It's
like,
a lot.
There's, which is insane. How is there 2? Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, imagine if there's another town called Cornerbrook. Imagine that. They're town, same name. Like, I get it, but it's just like,
Yeah.
I get it. But Ship Cove, there's one in Buren where I lives, and then there's one up on the Northern Pan.
There's one in, I believe, like the Placentia area, perhaps, like down that way.
Sure, that's like a dozen there, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, this island's full of that.
Full of characters, man.
Characters. Oh man.
Keyword is another one of my favorite Bay names. That's man. Chris is getting a lot of shout outs here today, from clapping the cheeks off his woman to that's his uncle's name. I said, "What's your uncle's name?" He said, Uncle Keyword. It's like I'm really taking down the degrees of separation to figure out who this is. But Keyword, that's a hilarious Bay name as well.
Keyword. Never heard of it.
Uncle Keyword.
Never heard of it until now.
Oh, I saw Uncle Keyword. He's some man. He's some man with the skidoo. Keyword. I mean, come on. Like, that's the only... When have you ever heard that name before?
I like Irv.
Irv?
Irv. I got Uncle Irv.
Like Irving? Is that his name?
Yeah, but it's...
Yeah, they call him Irv. Is it ERVE when they
You
call him Irv?
You know what's... You know... Irv.
Or is it just IRV?
I'll tell you what, now, that's how close I am with him. I don't know if his name is Irv or Irving. But I've always called him Uncle Irv. That's my sister's brother. My sister's brother. Jesus. My mom's brother.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Right? Yeah. My mom's brother. You're Irv. But, man, there's lots of beauty names around the Bay. What's a funny woman's name around the Bay?
Oh, man.
Gertrude.
Gertrude. That's a marijuana-induced pronunciation if I ever... Yeah, smoke it on a Mumbai.
What's it?
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Gratuity. Gertrude.
They calls her Gertie.
Gertie, yeah.
Dirty
Gertrude.
Gertie.
Yeah, but you can't expect me to know how to say Gertrude. Nobody knows how to say that except for you. Gertrude. Who the fuck is it? Gertrude. Gertrude. You can't even leave us a name, can you? Gertrude. Right? Now you get because I call her Gritchet or whatever it was I said.
No,
right?
I can't even remember. It was burnt. Was what it was.
Oh man.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Jesus.
Man. Women's name. I'm just trying to think. There's some fucking funny names in this province. There was a guy named, I can't remember where he was from. I'm pretty sure it was like Harry. Harry was the last name, right? And his name was Richard, that's a real thing. Obviously, we've joked about that growing up, but that's a real dude.
Right.
Dick Harry. Harry Dick in the phone book.
Yeah. Well, there's a comedian in Toronto. His name is Richard Ryder. Ryder. Okay.
No way.
And get this. That's born like his mother named him that. Like that's on his birth certificate. Richard Ryder. That's his real name.
Yeah.
And of course he's gay.
Dick Ryder.
Dick Ryder. And he's gay. Of course that's his opening bit for the rest of his life. He kills with that bit.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Dick Ryder.
Dick Ryder. That's a real guy.
Man, how old is he?
Should have, and I don't know if I'm old. Well, I don't know. He's in his 40s or something now. But then you had oh Jesus, at home his cock. First name Phil.
Oh yeah,
right?
We had a buddy too. We had a buddy too. His name was Robert or Robbie Hiscock, and if you said it fast, it was Rubber's cock. Oh man, I just forgot. I just remembered.
Robbie's guy.
What a legend.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. Oh man, so many characters, man. I got a great story about back in. I was up Tolls, man, and this fella comes around. Now, this isn't my story. It's just something that I've heard. That it's one of those ones that's been told so well that you feel like you're there. You can retell it. So the bars are there. I'm pretty sure it's Tolls. And this fella comes up now, and one of the bars is selling coke, right? It's just some fella in the bar. And bars are kind of like around it. They're like next to him, like you can overhear it. And it's like, this fella comes in, and he's like late 50s, right? But he's hard as rocks, man, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be $80. And then he goes, $80. No, I can't give you $80 a day. No, I can't give you $80 a day. But I can give you $35, $40. And I got a couple of big jobs coming up in town. Big jobs. Big jobs. Right?
Oh, man.
Big jobs. What is that? What is that? Sweeping someone's front porch? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, that sounds concrete.
Oh,
Hear
my
me, buddy. I'll take you
God.
on.
Yeah, and it was Buddy dies laughing. Gives it to him for like $40. Tells him, don't worry about it. He's like, you just like don't even come back. Like whatever. I know it's gone. Like I know you're not coming back. I know you'll never get. He's like, but like just that was his pitch and how he said it, and he said it with such confidence, so serious. And I got a couple big jobs coming up in town. That he was like, that's my like I'll pay $40 just to experience that joke.
Yeah.
Like that and. It was like, but like that's gold. That's so funny.
$40.
Right? Changes. Like, which one is it? So is it 35 or is it 40?
Yeah.
Right? So,
Depends how many fins I took from the house.
Depends how much more money I can scrape after over the fucking bar over there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you $35, $40. Right? Alex that too, right? 35.
Not a penny more.
Like 35, and it's almost like he's already saying, all right, $40. Stop it there, though. And I got a couple big jobs coming up in town. Big jobs. Big jobs. Oh, man. So funny. I love this other one. I think I told it before, but for years I was hearing about this guy down the Burin Peninsula. And he can't pronounce his R's. And he puts H's in front of stuff he shouldn't, right? And I've been hearing about this guy for over a year, and somehow I keep missing him. Like, he's always playing games that I'm not playing. I'm playing a lot of poker at the time, but somehow I've been missing this guy for over a year. And he's like a legend a bit. Like, everyone's talking about this guy. So I'm sat down. Westside Charlie's has a tournament. And it's well over 100 people, about 140 or more people, right? Now I'm at a table. I don't know everybody at the table. I know most people, but I don't. There's a few faces. I'm not, 2 or 3 faces. And one is right across from me like you are right now. And I don't recognize this guy. Anyways, bonds are going to be over 10 or 15 minutes. This guy don't talk the whole time. So it's like 40-odd minutes of the game. He hasn't said a word. He just keeps folding. He's folded every hand. Every single hand, right? So then he finally gets a decent hand, right? There's over 40 minutes of game now. Haven't talked the word. He hasn't said to me or anyone. Haven't heard him talk. And he goes, and I remember it was Jason Lamb, Hujo we calls him. Was up heads up with him, right? Everyone else is folded out, right? Anyways, and he had this guy across me had kings. I think he had trip kings actually, and there was already an ace on the board, and then the river was an ace.
Okay.
Right. So because he was thinking, okay, I got trip kings against aces, is what he's thinking.
High full house.
He's thinking, or whatever it was. No, so it wouldn't be trip kings, obviously, because he would. No. Well, yeah, it still could be the king, right? Cause,
yeah.
But anyways, so he's got this. So this is what he's thinking. Yeah, I got 3 kings versus 2 aces, and then the river comes ace. So now that means 3 aces, 3 kings, full house each other way. So it's like he's good, right. Ace comes out, and he's there, and he's looking, and he's slouching. He's thinking, and he got this hilarious mustache. I can't even. I wish I could draw it. It's so funny, this mustache, right? Sits right on just on top of his lip. It just sits right there, and just like, and it doesn't go right up to his nose. It was just like, sip to the beer, and after like 2 or 3 minutes of silence, he just goes, "He's got that motherfucking hiss." I pass my kids. My kids. I fold my kids. And when he said that, I was drinking, and I actually turned legit and went, like I spit my drink out in West Side Child. I couldn't hold it. I actually spit it out, and I turned around and I went, Stop laughing, man. I'm 19, dude. I don't give a fuck. And I just looks up to him and I looked right in the eye and I goes, kids.
But was the river an ace?
And the river was an ace, but I don't know if he had it. Actually, I think he bluffed the pot. He would have won as well, but he had like a pair of threes. Because I remember that being hilarious. Then, anyways, I couldn't stop laughing. Oh man, it was so funny. It was so funny in that moment. And I feel like that's a story that's more for me. Like, that's a story like I can never recreate in anybody else's head what's in my head.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's something that's so funny in your head and you just can't put it in everyone else's. Like they don't find it as funny as you. Like it's like god damn it. What words, what angles am I fucking missing? Cause I know that this is funny.
Right.
So it's like, why am I fucking that story up? Because it's just like that's in my head. It's one of the funniest moments. I remember I laughed so hard in that moment. I was like, how do I retell it? How do I get the world to find this moment as funny as I find it? Kids.
Your life's mission.
Oh,
kids.
I guess it's the build up, man. Like he was so. This guy is almost larger than life to me at this point, and I can't believe I'm sat across from him. And then of course it was like just the way his body was shaped too. Like everything about him was so funny. Like he was kind of small up here, but he had a big old boulder on him.
Beer, nothing but beer.
Oh man, big old belly on him, and then like
nothing but beer and G-Roy's takeout.
And then like little and then like small legs. Like and it's just like I don't like and his mustache was funny. It's just like yeah, somebody G-Roy's take yeah. Oh man, I miss G-Roy's.
And he's some hand at poker though.
Who? This guy.
Jason Lamb. That's his name.
Yeah, Jason is good at poker, actually. Well, how I remember it. I haven't played poker now with Jason forever, but probably since Marystown. But how I remember it used to be good. Anyways, good hockey player too, good hands. Not the fastest, but
silky old mitts on him.
But good hands. Yeah. So man, no music this summer. No real big gatherings into the fall. It's just going to be like a skeleton of a life type thing. So. Yeah, so keep your eyes open, everybody, for your favorite artist, musician. It's weird times. I was having a chat with Mark today, and I was like, man, like we got to get creative here, and like, how can we do shows of something? It's just like, and it's like I can't do stand up online. People don't do a live stream of stand up. You can't. You absolutely can't. It's hard enough for musicians to do it, man. It's way harder for comics to do stand-up comedy in your living room than a webcam.
Oh, definitely.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like this, like at least musicians, it's a bit more. There's a bit, but they hate it too.
What, like performing on Facebook? You mean?
Yeah, on a webcam. Man.
Yeah.
It's not the same, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
definitely
not the same.
But it's like they can. But it's like so like. But they're doing that, and I know a few musicians that are. They're getting enough tips through each live feed it's helping keep them going, right?
Yeah, a few groceries, a bit of gas and all that.
Right, and yeah, just whatever bills you got, But it's like, so I got this going now. But it's like, I don't know, I'm going to need something, just got to get creative some other ways. Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird time. It's going to be interesting to see what unfolds in the entertainment. Like, once I can start having guests in, then that will help too, right?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of cool people to have. I'd love to
100%
to get on, like Mark.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to have Mark on.
Yeah, Mark's a legend.
Yeah, and just like so, I think you can really keep it interesting and get, especially if you getting people on there are people are talking about that week, say it's something in the news or something. Get someone that just did something fucked up in the news. Get them to come on that week, man. Have a chat about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think like stuff like that can really people be into that. But right now it's like, how do I get them in here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, this is deadly for now.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Oh, that'd be sick.
And obviously we're gonna still keep doing them. I'm just thinking about different ways to like how to really catch an eye where there's enough donations coming in where I can do this until stand up gets back on the go.
Yeah.
That'd be the gear, right?
Yeah.
That would be the gear.
Definitely.
Because it's like, well, it's gonna be a Colin, well, go get a job. It's like, well, all right, but like, where? Like, so I don't have to get a job before. Like, not everything is not opening back up. Like, in places are at half capacity and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people got laid off. Like, a lot of those people got to get hired back on before they're looking for new positions.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
Oh, it's gonna be hurting for a while. I think, just in general.
yeah,
But like, man, one thing I noticed too, I think I said this to you before, is like people don't like. I feel like people are so paranoid. Maybe now that like the restrictions are like a little bit eased and are continuing to be eased, but like people don't even smile at you. Like they're afraid to even look at you.
Yeah.
Even more so than usual.
yeah.
Because I'm always like give someone a little.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. People are putting their heads down and going straight to their cars.
Right.
And it's like you can't catch COVID through words.
Yeah.
It's through material.
Just like be nice to people, boss. Is all we got right now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You can still
It's
give someone a nod or a little wave. You know what I mean?
yeah. And like I know friends are doing it to friends, but like it's okay to do it with strangers more than ever.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
more
yeah.
than ever.
Oh, exactly. Right? We can't go out because you know what happens when you go to a bar. You meet people you don't even know, and you're like, "What are you at, man? How are you?" And there's just like this like sense of camaraderie that you feel about this place and all that, right? And then now that you don't have it, you're like just walking down the road. You're just like you lean over to someone and give them a little like, "Yeah, what are you at, cocky?" Like and like there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people nervous to like, and I don't think it's because they think they can catch COVID. I think it's just like they're just like afraid that like they're gonna be questioned why they're out because of that whole non-essential travel bullshit.
Yes.
Where are you walking to?
Yeah.
Dick appointment. You know what I mean? Like, you slut.
Yeah. That was something too about Bonavista having on American. In probably 2 cars, right?
But
It
like
was
the
just
other,
like-
yeah, exactly. And the other thing is too is like, man, someone could have moved here from Texas, like 2 weeks before. Remember, I knew that girl that moved here like to do that position like in the federal government or whatever.
Yep.
And she moved here, and then this one all went down, and then now they didn't go
Right.
ahead with the position. So she's just here, and like she's got Ottawa plates, and like I'm sure there's people moved up from the States to do jobs, and now like they just can't get to the DMV like to change their plates.
Yeah.
But I was like, just stop being nosy, you bunch of fucking baymen. And Newfoundlanders, but baymen too. Jeez.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know who's calling in complaining too? Like that like okay, like Bonavista and that, right? Sure, is there even any cases down there? That's because that seems to always be the squeakiest places around the bay. Always, like the more people gossip over shit, you're just like that's because there's less stuff happening in that town. Like there's just nothing to talk about. There's nothing to complain about, right? So that would be the town that would call it out. Now listen, there could be tourists and stuff too, right? And yeah, tourists shouldn't be here, but it's just I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck pays attention to plates? Like I have never looked at anyone else's license plate. I don't know ever in my life, unless it's like a funny one on the front. Like I don't ever look at plates.
Someone in Little Catalina, I would say, would notice that there's a plate.
Like even you're while I was driving behind them and I noticed the plate, it's like how fucking weird was the plate for it to catch your eye though? Like because it's like I don't ever look at plates.
Yeah, but how Newfoundland is that anyway? Like, that's a strictly Newfoundland problem, I bet, right there. There's no one driving around Ottawa now going like, look at that Texas plate. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because we don't have that much diversity down here that way.
Yeah.
And then now that they just got...
Yeah, so it's... Yeah.
And you got laid off from Walmart, and now you got like lots of time on your hands to be on Facebook. Just fucking take it easy. Who cares about their plates? Like, just stay the fuck away from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm getting hot here now.
Oh, that's it. Well, it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah, man. Let's go play some Call of Duty.
Yeah. Call the night, I suppose. Yeah. If there's anything I noticed today, I've had a few comments and a few people saying, talk to Tyler about his Jehovah Days.
Oh,
We're
yeah?
getting a few requests on that now.
Really?
So, obviously, I didn't want to do it today. Wanted to talk about, obviously, that announcement today and just how odd everything's going to be. It's going to be, like, interesting, but it's just, like, it's going to be weird. Like, and I'm embracing it and I'm enjoying it, actually. I'm starting to really enjoy this in a lot of ways now.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Summer. It's gonna be interesting to see how that pans out. Like, I just want to talk about that a bit, even though we didn't talk about it too much. Just kind of putting it out there for anyone who didn't see it today. Like, here's what's going down that we know of.
There'll be plenty to talk about now, like as the phases go by.
Oh man, I'd love to get the tour postponed to the fall. Like, if we can switch all the dates to the fall and still get to do the dates. Oh my god, man.
Yeah,
I'd love to do it. Oh man, but we'll see.
I'm dying to go out and see some live anything.
Yeah, I know.
Already, and it's only been a month and a half.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And like, God love the musicians, but it's good. And I got buddies that have been playing, and I've watched a nice bit of it, and it's good. But it's just not the same, is it, boy? Like, it's not the same, and it's like, fuck. What I wouldn't give to be in Greensleeves right now, What I wouldn't give to be in Shamrock right now. What I wouldn't give to be in, wherever. Down in Petty Harbor, Chase Landing. Listen to a bit of guitar down there. What I wouldn't give. So, put in your comments if there's anything you want us to talk about. Anything on your mind. Some cool things, some cool pointers from tonight's show. Yeah, we can chime in it. We can touch up on the next one. And
live long and prosper.
Yeah. But I'm thinking that Jehovah Talk will bring that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can go deep.
Yeah. Well, maybe, we can make that a special episode, man, and let that go 2 or 3 hours if you want, because there could be a lot to talk about on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's big shit. All right. We'll get it.
Later.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you.